Mm. Yep. Um, Currently looking at Bitcoin. Um, that's why it's important that we actually react to price instead of trading price based off however we think, price will react. And let's see if I want to leave these glasses off. If I leave these off. Mm, yeah, I think they cool. Probably throw them back on. Previously, we was watching Bitcoin. The Bitcoin had broken above this resistance level, which is basically, you can really say 99. Well, I say 100. Let's say the resistance zone is 100. So Bitcoin broke above 100 and it closed above. So, and just looking at what Bitcoin has previously done, we had a similar situation back here. Of course, past price does not um, tell us what future price will do, but you can look at the patterns just to see what historically it can do or has been done. So just like here, we had a resistance, we had a buy, we found slight resistance, we found support, we broke above, and we sold, came back into the zone. We can see something similar here. We hit this resistance yet again. We came to the bottom, we found support, we found slight resistance, we got a slight sell, found support, broke above the zone, and came right back down. Pardon me. Um, and that's why I think it's important to, actually view stopping points within the market. Just like when price actually broke above from the zone, we didn't have this zone charted up previously, but once price actually broke above, we look to the left and we say, okay, this is a resistance here. This is a potential stopping point. Stopping point means price is going to stop here and likely reverse, or it's going to take a pause here before it continues. So that's just what a stopping point is. Um, you can view a stopping point like, if you're taking a tour. This is your first stop, but you're going to continue that tour. So in a situation like that, it would have been, this is a stopping point. Price found resistance here. Might found slight resistance, but continued on. But you're continuing that tour. Or you can view it as a stopping point, as like a round trip. You made it to your destination. Okay, the trip is over. Now you're on to your next stop, which is going back where you originated from. In this case, that's what it did. It came back to its originating point, and it made it back to its originating point. Um, and now it's trading in this area, as we can clearly see. Um, and that's why I say I believe it's important to trade, the stopping points, and just trade what the market is doing, not what you think it's doing. Because I could have easily said, okay, we're breaking out of this zone. Bitcoin is pretty bullish. It broke above. We come back to this area here. I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin. I'm gonna buy it, and we're gonna hold it and continue. Look forward to continue, going bullish. However, we see that price actually, caught a lot of selling momentum with this huge uh, bearish candle. You see how much volume this candle had? Like all this selling momentum really pushed it back under. Um, and we can potentially pay attention to things like this to see what it's going to do. So this area. So honestly, it still look like it's in the uptrend, and let's look to our left a little bit, because even though this one broke out, came down, it still continued higher. What this one done actually came to this level here. Let's make this zone bigger. This is a zone here. Let's erase this for now so we can see. And I said I was going to erase these on the last one, so let's just go and get them now. What I do with these just allow me to see structure, see those highs, see those lows, um, see the breaker structure as far as, you know, the structure that is in, the leg that is in. So we'll just have to, you know, honestly just watch Bitcoin. Currently, did wick under this area. It could indicate a breaker structure to the downside. Um, it could hold a support here and still ultimately be a higher low. So we have impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, and they could be impulse, you know what I'm saying, continue higher. But with this being a major resistance, just like how we had such a bearish candle to get price down under this level, we'll be likely looking for a nice bullish push out of it, just like how we had here. This nice bullish candle pushes out of it, came back retested for the continuation. We had this big bullish candle pushing us up out of price. So for us to see something like that, I would just think that we'll have a lot of volume to the upside. We'll see it in one candle. So it'll probably be like a major news event during the New York session or just something like that, just to push price up. But like I said, all we have to do is just react to price. So you see how we had this right here, correct? So it kind of does look like a breaker structure though. So that's why I say, you know, it can get tricky at times, and I'm still doing my studying. I'm not saying I'm 100% sure what price is doing, but just going based on what structure is doing. Of course, I see it's holding support at this level currently, but we see that it did wick under, which means it did break under this structure. So it could actually be a breaker structure. Just thinking about the amount of bullish momentum that we did have, this could just be a stopping point for it. We might see a slight retracement, maybe come back to this red area again before we actually continue on the sale. But like I said, the best way for us to trade this and react to this is actually, you know, box in price, like I mentioned, and set our alerts. So if we box in price, we'll honestly probably have an alert here at this zone here and just say, okay, price is back at this area. Let's just see how it react. Are we getting a lot of volume pushing price up? Okay, it's likely that we can continue on up into our bullish momentum. Um, if we come here and we start to reject, now we should be expecting something different. And honestly, if I put a trend line here, you see we got support here, we got support here. We actually are breaking this trend line. So potentially, it'll be nice if we got a retest of this trend line and they can validate that the trend is broken and it's going to actually push down lower. Let's see. Yeah, even like that, there was a break and retest. Let us know where it's going to uptrend. Yeah, we're actually going to leave it there. So you see we had support here, got support here, and we actually broke under this trend line here. So it could indicate our breaker structure, and we're just following what prices has been doing, which has been trading within this range. But like I said, we'll just be watching price, looking at all the stopping points, which are the previous support resistance, such as this one here. Now this one up here, and we'll be watching those areas of interest. Because honestly, we did come back to this area here and we did find resistance at it. selling momentum. Back at this area, we broke under it, break a structure, looking for a correction to validate our, our trend, and look for that bearish candle to push price down. Let's look at our higher time frame. Okay, so we see that we have this nice wick, like we mentioned previously, that can be recognized as a shooting star. We see this month is starting to have some rejection from the highs, so could be selling pressure coming in. We do see, like I said, for this week, we currently still have 5 days, but we do see currently for this week, we are rejecting, and we're lower than the open price. We pushed up, and now we're lower than what price opened up for the week. So we're starting out the week bearish. Price is selling on the day. Like I said, it's kind of too early for me to say that, okay, this day is going to end like this, because we have 4 hours remaining. A lot of things can happen in 4 hours. However, we do see this bearish engulfing candlestick. Price made it to a resistance, and we have this bearish engulfing, which shows that there's a lot of selling pressure here at this area. Yeah. And really, like I said, price is in a range, so it could just be going back to trading this range. So let's click on this. So with that, of course, these 2 red areas are the areas of interest that we'll be watching for. So we can see it get down to this area. Just see what price does, of course. But we remain in this range. There'll be a good buying opportunity to buy some Bitcoin and to accumulate more. Just like how it was here. Good area to buy, good area to buy, good area to buy, good area to buy. Just for your accumulation, just to hold. But if you're a person that traded, you could have got your entry here, entry down here, traded it up, entry here, traded it up. But just for investing purposes, just buy and hold on for dear life. You know what I'm saying? There would be a good area down here at this red area. So let's see. So I'm actually going to throw an alert on this trend line just to let me know what price is doing, especially we start to push up, come to this trend line. We can start to see some selling momentum. Let's see. We're going to set an alert. Let's actually go for 30 minutes. Let's set a 30-minute alert. Let's see. Let's do once per 30 minutes. So we just get alert every time price get there, and we can just take a look at Bitcoin and see what it's doing. And then we can set an alert here. They just let us know we made it to our next level of support and resistance, next stopping point. Let's see, what do I want to put here? Bitcoin. Bitcoin at next support. Just leave it at that. So, like I said, with boxed in price, so we got an alert under price, and we got an alert above price. So we just get alerted from, you know, what things are done. I really want to get into this next one right here. Let's get into it. So this oil, let's see. We can actually erase some of this stuff, like these zones here. We extend it from it, so we get back to these areas, then we can just, you know, start to go from there. All right, let's get into it. So you see that I have a 4-hour field here placed, and that field played out. We had our impulse, we got our correction, went to 100, and our continuation, we wedged a little bit. We broke above, we retested this trend line, this daily trend line, and we started to get some buying momentum, some bullish momentum. Push price up. We have pretty much a straight bullish leg leading to our negative 27. And it's interesting when they got here. Let's jump down time frames. So we see negative 27 is here right here. So what price did, it got to this area, traded a little bit above, and the next candle extremely bearish. This is an extremely bullish candle to push it up, but the next candle was an extremely bearish candle, pushing price under it, engulfing it, and ultimately breaking this trend line that it was on right here, which actually should be this color. Let's see. It could be, but we'll just look and see. So what I want to talk about this one is, I was actually viewing this one and potentially looking to get into a sale for this position here. And if I open up my other account, you can see, I'm not sure it's going to show it, but show this screen. But this is what we was looking at. If you can see this screen, maybe you can. Let's say I go back here and I just place it here how I was looking at it. So entry would have been here. Stop loss would have been, I think I was looking at 30 minutes. So I think my stop loss, well, let's place the take profit first. Take profit would have been like right here. Yeah, it would have been something like that. So I was actually looking to take a trade up this area. So what I was seeing at first, we see this field here. We see it reach negative 61.8, which means reversal. And I was viewing it from when it actually made it to this candle right here at this negative 27. So, and this is, you know, this is very important that I'm sharing this. This is, you know, something to learn from. That's why I say it's good to react off price based, to react off what price is doing and not exactly what I think price is doing. So at this point, all this is what I was thinking. Okay, we made it to this area. We started to make some type of rejection. Okay, we at the negative 61.8, so I'm looking for a reversal. So I was imagining that price, you know, come up, push down, and continue up, potentially make it to retest this trend line, retest this low, retest this top of the zone, and begin to sell. So that's why I was saying that I could place a trade here if price got here. And the novice trader, the impatient trader, the non-disciplined trader would have, you know, or, you know, the previous trader that I was would have maybe placed a limit order here. Limit order meaning, you know, price get to this point, we're in trade. We're in this trade. And I really wouldn't be reacting on price if I got in with a limit order, because I would have seen something like this. We had all this bullish momentum pushing up, and then we had got to my actually entry, still bullish. The next candle still bullish. We see all these nice wick exhaustions to the upside, pushing price up. We would have been in that trade and would have got stopped out. Simple as that. Simple as that. Um, and that, that's something that I experienced a numerous of times being a trader. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's always good to react off price, um, see what price is doing, and actually make those entries at live price. What I mean is, setting those alerts. I mean, not alerts, but market orders. They have their advantages when the time is needed for those things. Um, but in a situation like that, it would have been, a stop loss for us. There would have been, a loss of a trade. It would have been another lesson. It would have been a repeated lesson. But I'm fine with this right here. That's why we had this right here, just so we can calculate our risk to reward. We see I was aiming for a 3 risk to reward, which means um, I'm looking to win 3 times more that I'm risking. Risking I was gonna be 1 and reward 3. So I'm risking 3 times to win. If I said that correctly. 3-to-1 risk to reward. But yeah, like I said, we see price actually continue higher and it's still pushing. So what we could see, what price is doing, we did break this trend line. We could just see if price continue on up and potentially, maybe test this high here and this trend line at the same time, and just to see if it makes some type of rejection, or we see it probably just continue on up on this uptrend like it is, and make it to this negative 61.8. Ultimately, this red trend line, which is the next stopping point forward. But that's extremely too far from now. Like I always say, you want to take price step by step. So the next thing that we will be looking for, let's get rid of that. Just to see what price does here, honestly. At this resistance here. So we got 2 resistance. We got this trend line, and we also have this price point, this zone here. So this price continue to trade up. We just see how it reacts. If it start to reject, or if it trades through it and continuing on this bullish momentum. I could always say, what I would like to see, but the market doesn't always do that. So what I was going to say, if price, did do this, make its way up here, this nigga 27. Not negative 27, made it to this resistance here again, this trend line again, and actually reject and begin to sell. Come back to this trend line here, find support, and then, which is also our support again, so structure hadn't been broken yet for the major structure, and actually continue higher. So that's what I would like to see. But price isn't, always going to do the things that we like to see. And a lot can happen in between those times. So we just have to sit back, like I said, boxing in price. So this is the resistance right here. This is the support here, this zone here, or this trend line, or really all these points here. These are stopping points. So price is boxed in, and we'll just have to wait and see how price reacts and, trade according to it. Trading accordingly, investing accordingly. Right quick, let's do our top-down analysis. Let's not skip over that. Oil ranging like it has been. Found slight bullish momentum on this month. volume slowing down for this month, so we just have to see. It's still early for me to say what price is going to do, what price is doing, but we do see it's currently in a doji now, which means indecision in the market. It's a doji or a spinning top, however you want to call it. Okay, so we actually see it's pushing up. So up, selling and buying. So we'll be looking to see what it does in the next 2 hours if it closes above, you know what I'm saying, that daily level. And let's see what that daily level is. We can probably mark it up. It is basically 74. 74 is the daily level. So right here, okay. So that is the area that we'll be looking for, just to see if price closes above. So okay, basically is right here. So we'll see if it closes above. Still find this volume pushing up though, so it's looking like it's going to continue up. Bitcoin, gold. Honestly, if I was to be honest with myself, been working. Of course, you know, I make time to get to the computer and make these videos here, these recordings here. Um, but I really haven't been trading gold this month. Other than, you know, coming to this live and just saying, hey, this is gold here, let's see what it's doing. But off stream, off recording, off camera, back testing, learning, note taking, I haven't been doing it for gold. Like I said, have been working. Um, have been working. I guess I have been working, but we always make time for ourselves. We pay ourselves first, you know? So doing this right here is paying ourselves first. And we see ourselves as an investment. And we look to receive um, good returns on our investment. So if I'm investing my time on the charts on the screen, you know, I'm looking to get good um, good returns on it. Rather it be, you know, furthering my knowledge, rather me becoming more of a disciplined trader, a trader that follows his plan, a trader that's able to better communicate what the market is doing, a trader that's better at analyzing what the market is doing and sharing it. A trader that's profitable, you know, a trader that is, you know, profiting from, you know, the things that I'm analyzing, that I'm showing. Yeah, just we see ourselves an investment, like coming to the chart. This is an investment. Recording this is an investment. So that's how we see it. But yeah, honestly, just looking at gold though, -27. We see we made it back to this area again. Those highs and reject, currently push down. We see it's finding support at these previous levels here. Resistance. We broke above, found support. We stopped at it, pushed up a bit, and could find support here, could sell here. But the best thing to do that is what? To trade what price is doing, react off of what price is doing, not just what I think price is doing. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get to that. Make time to study this, and you know, just coming to it like this is a study as well. So I shouldn't look at it like, oh, I'm not really studying. You know, I'm still coming to it. You know, I'm seeing what it's doing. And that's what we're doing. You dig what I'm saying? Monthly, bullish, overall bullish. We see previous month kind of a doji indecision, kind of bearish though. Two bearish candles. A doji is usually when the body's in the middle, but we see there's more seller side um, for gold. A lot of these weak exhaustions. Um, found support at this area right here for gold. Um, and it's rejecting the highs. So it's pretty much in a range currently. It looked like indecision, honestly, within the markets. Indecision here. Price pushed up though. Back to its high, pushing down. So it's pretty much trading in a range. And you can box that range in by doing what? Setting your alerts. So price get here, okay, I'm alerted. Price get here, okay, I'm alerted. You know, just box in price. And you honestly, based on what price is, you can box it in from this price point right here. Because we see it was resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke above, we found support. So you'll box in price here, see what it's doing, and up here. Because price is now in the middle and we just box it in. And we're just gonna react to price. We're going to react to price once it gets to these areas. You know, get alerted, we come look, see what you're doing, analyze it, and make your trade based off that. If it follows your trading plan, if it's your area of interest, if you have accepted the risk. So for the purpose of education, let's go and do that. Set an alert here. And what is this? Okay, that's not. And we set an alert here. So two alerts, price boxed in. Just going to see what price does once we get there. SPX, same thing. I'm going to get to SPX starting trading this, but we can view it just to see what the major 500 stocks are doing, or the 500 stocks that have made the list of doing. So currently making lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and price is selling. So let's put that there. We'll leave it green. Yeah, making lower highs and price is selling. We broke under this level here and it's still going. So SPX is a little too advanced for me right now, just because it's more of a fast-paced stock. Pardon me, not stock. I just say asset. It's a more fast-paced asset. But as we continue to further our knowledge and, you know, other things, like I said, taking it step by step, we can, you know, potentially start to capitalize off this one. The things that can truly help us, you know, just better understanding market structure. So getting a lot of studying the market structure. It honestly seemed like this it. Just learn how the structure works on each pair. See, like this, and this is resistance, broke above, found support. One for the buy. Same thing here. Found support, broke under, and break retest. Sell, sell, sell. Right here. Broke above. So a lot of structure really repeats itself, you know, and it's beautiful when you get those nice break and retest, or you know, just continuation of the trend. Like those things are very nice, but just studying market structure can truly help you. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got for today. Um, as always, thank you for showing up for yourself, and they'll do it.